Hello everyone, this is Positive Vibes, and I hope you all are having a nice day today. So, I think it's pretty safe to say, with all that has really happened today, that there's a lot of bad things to point out. I won't get into the specifics, but if you live here in the United States, you probably know what I'm talking about with what's going on with Washington, D.C. and Capitol Hill. Won't give any opinions, won't do anything like that, just pointing it out. A lot of people's probably had a rough day because of it, whether it's been directly or indirectly, regardless of which side they support or oppose, regardless of opinions or beliefs. There's been a lot of things that have happened, and lots of them are not good. So, on days like this, normally, it's very natural to see the bad things and just say that you've had a bad day. And I completely agree with it. It's messed up my day too. It's messed up my wife's day. It's messed up my in-laws' day back at home. It's messed up my coworkers' day. Basically, any person that I've talked to and we've talked to about it, it's messed up their day in some way. And I imagine that anyone watching this video, it's messed up their day too. And that's why I wanted to make a clear point about this channel whenever I decided I was going to make a video today. The point is, like I've said at the end of every video, that good things do happen all around us. And that isn't to mean that bad things don't happen or that we should ignore bad things. Bad things do happen, and it's natural that bad things happen. No one's life goes perfectly all the time. It's not good things all the time. But when bad things do happen, it's important to keep in mind that good things happen as well. On a day like this, where a lot of bad things have happened, it's okay to be focused in on that, but try to remember good things as well so your day isn't entirely ruined by it. A lot of this stuff is kind of out of our control, and it's pretty daunting to think about, but we can't let it just like ruin every aspect of our day. We need to look for something that shows that our day was good and worth it other than all that. So I'm going to get my usual good things. I hope all of you have good things that you can think of as well. And with that little spiel being said, let me get into it. Don't have many like specific stories to tell today. One thing that I noticed is that the past couple of days, people that I usually screened and talked to were on the less friendly side. They still were okay with the compliments I would give out, but they were less responsive than they normally would. And that's okay. I'm not trying to get a response whenever I try to compliment them. The intention is to try and make their day better, try to bring a smile to their face later. I got a lot more of that today though, so a little bit of some positive reinforcement that what I was doing was working, and maybe it was just like stress from the past couple of days weighing down on me more than I thought it was. So it was good having that little positive reinforcement and good having good interactions. No specific stories to really tell, so that's usually a consequence with it. Whenever you make a lot of people happy, you usually don't come away with a lot of good stories, especially when you're trying to go fast in the clinics to keep up with the doctors. Speaking of the doctors, we only had 3 working in the clinic today, and I was afloat again. And they usually, their medical assistants had them pretty well handled, so I didn't have to worry too much as I did yesterday. So admin things were a bit more easygoing for me. I was able to get some other work that I needed to get done too. And you need days like that, days to where stress and workload is relatively stable or low, so you can catch up on other things and just like not get overwhelmed by everything that's going on. I think that kind of helped me to digest the news that came out later on today a bit better. And I hope it kind of, if people had a similar day as mine, that it helped them to digest the news a bit better too. So fingers crossed for that. And if you didn't have a good day, or a day that was stressless enough to help out with all that, I'm sorry. I know it sucks. All I ask is for you to just try, not even come up with something, just try to think of one good thing that's happened so that today isn't a total loss. All that being said, I think I'm going to stop preaching now. I'm actually all done with my video. Again, no real positives, no real stories to tell. Actually, no real stories to tell today, but I did leave out something yesterday that I forgot to mention to y'all. As you guys, if you guys watched the previous video, you probably know that I had a lot to spill over about and just like gush about, more than I meant to really talk about, and that's kind of carrying over into this video a little bit. But what I forgot to mention is that my brother-in-law started a podcast, and we listened to his first episode yesterday. It's a podcast called Don't Read Into It with Reed, spelled as Reed, because that's his name. And it's a podcast that he had in high school whenever he worked with the, I forget what the group is called, but it's basically like the news organization over there. He gave opinions on sports news and all that. Did a slow take there. And he starts his podcast out talking about the new head coach for Texas football, and he is a Texas fan, so there's that for you to worry about if you're interested. But you can tell right away if you were to watch my videos and listen to him speak. He's got way more experience speaking on a microphone and in podcasts than I do. So he's way more entertaining. He sounds way more emotional. You guys would probably enjoy him a bit better than my content, if I'm being honest. Right now he does have only the one episode though, so I'm going to wait until he gets more episodes out there. And then once he gets a few out there, I'll start including links in my videos, so that if anyone that watches this is interested in checking out his podcast, his sports podcast, just so I'm being clear about that, you guys can check it out and have several options to choose from. Anyways, very proud of him. Enjoyed his podcast a lot. I'm interested to see what else he does. Interested to see if you guys are interested in the future too, what you guys think, but we'll hold off on that. And that does it for my video today. I hope all of you have had a nice day. And again, if you can just try to think of something good that has happened, just so that today hasn't been a total loss if you've had a bad day, I think that would be a win. Let's just try to show that good things do happen all around us and make everyone, sorry about that, and make everyone a little bit happier around the world, especially after a day like this. I think we all kind of need it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a nice day. Goodbye.